In the first video, I discussed the pros and cons of the various ways that I've used to create narrated PowerPoints. Then in the next video, I concentrated on using PowerPoint itself to create the narrated videos and illustrated both the Windows PC environment and the Mac environment. In this video, I'm going to assume that you've successfully created your narrated PowerPoint as an MP4 and discuss several alternatives that I've used to create accurate caption files to add to the MP4. I've spent more time than I can even think of experimenting with different methods to create caption files to add to my MP4 videos. No matter what I try, it takes me on average 4 minutes for every 1 minute of produced video to create an accurate caption file. Accurate captioning includes not only the correct words, but also correct capitalization and punctuation. It's possible that I'm just really slow, but it's also possible that the process of creating accurate caption files is just that time-consuming. The methods that I'm going to go over in this video include the automatic captioning in Panopto, automatic captioning in YouTube, using a transcript, manual entry, and a combination of using Dragon, Naturally Speaking, and YouTube. I'm assuming that you know how to upload your video to Panopto, but if not, let me know and I'll walk you through that. Once your video is uploaded to Panopto, you'll need to give it a finite amount of time for the automatic captions to be generated. To attach the automatic captions to your Panopto video, you need to select the Edit tab to the right of the video, then select the captions toward the top on the left. Next, select Import Captions and select Import Automatic Captions from the drop-down box. Once the automatic captions have been added, the next step is editing them to achieve accuracy. From my experience, the main benefit of the Panopto automatic captions is that Panopto attempts to add capitalization and punctuation. However, I don't think that the captioning is as accurate as those produced by YouTube, at least for the way that I speak, and the capitalization and punctuation is often lacking. Let me illustrate how one edits captions in Panopto using the MP4 from this slide. I'm in Panopto and have uploaded my video, and if I move the cursor to the right of the video, I want to select Edit. This is my video. Then over on the left-hand side, I want to select Captions. I want from the drop-down box Import Captions, Import Automatic Captions. And now I've got the captions for this video. In looking at it, a period was put here, and it should have been a comma, and the word should have been lowercase. Go to the next one. I need a period here, and capital 2, and so on and so forth. So once I have the automatic captions imported and I've gone through and I've done the editing, then over on the top right I want to select Apply. And now all of the captions that were automatically generated have been edited and are ready for viewing. I'm assuming that you know how to upload a video to YouTube, but if not, let me know and I'll walk you through the process. Assuming, though, that you have uploaded the video to YouTube, you need to give it a finite amount of time for the automatic generation of captions. To begin the editing process, select your video and then select Subtitles on the left of the video towards the bottom. In the next window, select the 3 vertical dots next to Published Automatic. This will display both the video and the timed captions. Once the automatic captions have been added, the next step is editing them to achieve accuracy. From my experience, the main benefit of the YouTube automatic captions is accuracy. In fact, of all the methods that I've experimented with, YouTube is on the top in terms of accuracy of the words that are spoken. However, YouTube doesn't attempt to add either capitalization or punctuation. Therefore, the main editing requirements are adding the capitalization and punctuation. If you ultimately want your video to reside in Panopto, then once you've edited the YouTube captions, you can download them as a .srt file, and then upload that file to Panopto to replace Panopto's automatic captions. Let me illustrate how one edits captions in YouTube using the MP4 from this slide. I've uploaded my video to YouTube and I'm now in YouTube. I'm going to select the video. Over on the left-hand side, I'm going to select Subtitles. And then up at the top right, notice under Subtitles, it indicates that they've been published, but they're automatic. I'm going to select the 3 vertical dots and select Edit on Classic Studio. Now to edit the captions, I want to select Edit above the window of the video. And so here you've got all of the captions to the left of the video. Notice that none of the captions are capitalized, and notice that there's no punctuation here. And as I indicated before, that is the biggest problem, I think, with the YouTube captions. I'm going to go through and start editing. I'm going to capitalize the I, put a comma after YouTube, put a period after process, capitalize the A in assuming, and so on and so forth. Once I've finished going through and editing the automatic captions, I'm going to select Save Changes, and I'm going to go back to the YouTube Studio. Select the video that I just edited for the captions, select Subtitles, and notice now under Subtitles I've got both the automatic captions and the captions published by creator. I'm going to select the 3 vertical dots related to Published by Creator, and now I'm going to download those captions so that I can upload them to Panopto. I'm going to select Download. The format that I want is .srt, and so those captions have now been downloaded such that I can upload them to Panopto and attach them to my Panopto video. If you happen to have a transcript of your recording, you can use YouTube to create timed captions from that transcript. This is perhaps the least time-consuming way to create accurate captions. First, you have to save the transcript as a text file. If asked, you should select Unicode UTF-8 as the text encoding. Upload your video to YouTube. I'm now in YouTube and I've uploaded the video. I'm going to select it. And over on the left-hand side, I'm going to select Subtitles. Now, sometimes you'll see the word Subtitles, other times you'll see this little icon, but I'm going to select Subtitles. And then over on the right under Subtitles, I'm going to select Add. This brings up a dialog box where I select Upload File. I want to upload a transcript. I select Choose File and select the text file and then Upload. Set timings, and the timings are now being synchronized with the video. If I now select the video again and select Subtitles, now under Subtitles it indicates a draft by the creator. I want to select the 3 vertical dots, Edit on Classic Studio, and here you have the captions, and they're synchronized with the video. I want to save the changes, and the subtitles are published. If I want to download them, I return to the YouTube Studio, select the video again, select Subtitles again, and now the subtitles are published by creator. If I select the 3 vertical dots, I can download the subtitles as a VTT file, SRT, or SBV. If I want to use them in Panopto, I select SRT, and it will download the captions that I can then upload to Panopto. There are free online tools available that allow one to manually enter captions. 2 of the better-known programs are Amara and Subtitle Horse. These online tools require that the video be uploaded to the web. Then you use the service's captioning tool to watch the video and transcribe it. Generally, the video is played in increments of several seconds that allow you to not only transcribe that portion of the video, but also go back and re-listen to the segment and make any changes necessary. The main negative feature is that it's really time-consuming to manually enter the captions. The last method that I'm going to talk about, and the one that I use the most often, is a combination of Dragon Naturally Speaking and YouTube. Dragon Naturally Speaking is a Windows-based voice-to-text software program. It's relatively expensive, but is the best option that I've found for accurate voice-to-text transcribing. The process that I use, though, is a bit convoluted in that I narrate the video on my Mac and have Dragon Naturally Speaking running on my PC. You might be wondering why I don't just use the transcript method that I previously described. Well, the reason is that I generally don't have a prepared transcript for my narrated PowerPoints. To use this method, I position the two microphones an appropriate distance from myself and proceed to narrate the video. After each narrated slide, I stop and make whatever corrections are necessary to that transcript and then move to the next slide. At the end of the narration, I have an accurate transcript of the narration, which I save as a text file. I upload the video and the transcript to YouTube and follow the same procedure that I previously described related to using a transcript. The main benefit of this method is that it produces the most accurate transcription of all of the methods that I've tried, and this translates to less editing. But on the negative side, Dragon Naturally Speaking is expensive, and at least the way that I use the program, I need two computers, and it requires a bit of multitasking. In the final video of this series, I'm going to show you how I use my iPad and Zoom to create an in-person environment in a remote setting.